in the Demerara Bridge, and I haven't right here in like years. So yeah, I'm gonna get covered with the noise, but it's beautiful here. Alright, I haven't been here, like I said, I haven't right here in years, and the bridge is kind of wet, so I have to be careful because it's kind of like, you can see that metal, easy to slide there. Alright, so I have to go up a little bit of bump there, so I have to put the phone down back to get some more speed, torque. Alright guys, so it's a beautiful day nevertheless. Alright guys, I'm here at the supermarket and I'm trying to get out some broccoli or see whatever interesting stuff they have here. These are normal stuff that I make home with cucumbers and beans. This might be it. Broccoli got $700 per pound. So we're looking like this is the nutrition facts right here. Can I see how much fiber is here? It's 1 gram of fiber. Is that correct? Total carbs 4 gram. 30 calories. This is per 1.5 cup. 35 grams. Damn, I do not know if that's worth it, but I'm going to have a pack at least. So this here is California medley broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, basically. So I'm getting like about, I do not know if you can see that, but it's 2 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of carbs. So it's kind of dense, pretty much. That right there, we do not want that because it's more sugar. You get more fiber, but you get more sugar and more calories. So definitely a no-no. Alright guys, so basically this sweet potato like this. Alright, I had it soaked in some hot water for a while, but this I'm not gonna really like take this off much. I was gonna give it a quick scrape because I still want the vitamins and minerals from the skin. Pretty much want like some young okra, soft, nice. It's gonna be in there for about 5 minutes or less.
Alright, so that's just about 1 ounce there, as you can see.
Alright guys, so I bought this here. This is the huge size, alright? Yeah, this is the big size, so I usually kind of mix things up a little bit, so I'll just get this regular pepper sauce here, alright, and pretty much just lather it in here. So that's about this much, about half, and pretty much gonna get the mustard in here now. This here is some turmeric. Just a little bit, not that much. And that's pretty much it there. Having this and my potatoes after. Looking at Nick's strength and power. So my desk, this is where I get my food. So looking at Nick's strength and power, you guys could hear me, I had to pause that. So yeah, basically this is what I do. I sit down here and I eat my meal. That I did not eat on since about 11:15, 11:30, so and it's about 2:30, so like about 3 hours ago. But sometimes I go 4 hours, 5 hours, depending if I'm out or what. But I want to get to the gym early so I can get on back early and work on some editing and some posing and so on. I know it's a Friday, but that's basically it. I'm gonna give some time for my food to go down. Then I'm gonna have this, all right, and some papaya digestive enzymes. So this here is calcium, all right. That's about it. I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna have my pre-workout before I leave, or maybe when I get there. I'm gonna see how I feel. I think sometimes it's better to get the pre-workout before, like when you're not moving, so that your body can absorb it better. So maybe I get to the gym like 15 minutes early and then have it. Alright guys, that's it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna finish this off. So I got to the gym. Just decided to drink my pre-workout now. It's not Gatorade, it's pre-workout. So yeah, it's pretty noisy here, so I'm gonna really have to get a mic. I freeze the ice in this container and let it melt like halfway, and then I put in the pre-workout, a scoop or like half a scoop on. I just leave it in here and then like shake it up and I drink it like this, cold and fresh. And I'm gonna do some shoulders and traps. That's basically it. And some abs. Alright guys, so this is basically the stretching that I do and I perform. I do this is for the back, and it kind of helps to keep flexibility, maintain flexibility, and kind of warm the lower back up. You can probably give these a try. I don't remember what it's called, the cat something, but then afterwards I move into this stretch here. Kind of stretches your shoulder blade and also your hamstrings. Your elbow is supposed to actually touch the ground, but I have not gone to that length of flexibility as yet. Was still practicing it. I lately got this from a friend, so I incorporated it into my routine, and it was pretty much helpful. And do a couple rounds of these just to feel the warm the shoulders up, and basically when I think I had enough, I just head into my workout. Starting off with some standing cable extensions, what can I say, cable raises, lateral raises machine. I do like 2 sets for warm-up maybe sometimes, and then I do 1 working set and basically a drop set, not going too heavy at this point in time, just to get enough blood in there. And basically I do not look forward to this as a muscle building something, besides I'm depleting and I'm not trying to build muscle here at this point in time. My energy levels are already low as compared to when I had more fat and my body weight was up. So basically moving into the next exercise here. This here looks like, I do not go heavy with this, just like about 20 pounds on each side. It looks like it's easy, but it's kind of hard to go heavy with this compared to like with dumbbells. You can probably go like 3 times heavier easy because of the angle or how the machine is set up. It's different. I'm sure you've probably touched, if you're in the gym and you're a gym goer, you've probably touched some kind of machine like this that you can relate to, like the hammer strength machines, plate loaded machines. It's kind of different. the ones that are designed for this angle. So I do a couple sets of these, one working set and then like a drop set. It depends on how I feel. Moving on to some seated rear delt flies. There are more than one way to do these, of course. Sometimes I hold them neutral, like I have them there, and sometimes I hold them in a reverse grip, and of course sometimes I even hold them higher, just on the bar that is right there that comes down. And I do like probably the same thing, just like one set, just to go with and feel the weight, where I can get like maybe 12 to 15 reps or 20. I might do 2 sets of 20, then a drop set, or I might do a 15 and a 12. It depends on how I feel, how my energy levels feel on that day. There is no set written routine or among the sets that I do. I do according to how I feel. That's how I go about it. Especially like, it's kind of different when you're bulking as compared to when you're like competing or trying to dial in for a show. Anyway, so I move on to do this here, the cable front raises, and I wasn't feeling it, and the lights weren't there that much, so got the lights on here, and yeah, pretty much this is what I was doing. Dumbbell side lateral raises. I do these to warm up sometimes instead of using the machine, or sometimes I just do them in between sets or as a finisher. I do these single-handedly as well, just as if I was going to use the cable for single lateral raises. I do those sometimes, not always, every once in a while. Moving up to some heavier weights. Like, it's like during prep, all these weights just become a bit heavier. I do not know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just the weaker guy or something, I do not know. A lot of people will say that, you know, my form is off, my chest up, but a lot of people swing, and there's a swing in here. For me, the weight is probably heavier than I was, and probably still that I am. So yeah, moving into some cable pulls. Actually, that will be, I would not call these like face pulls always, but yeah, you can say it's face pulls. Some people do them to their neck, to their nose, to their eyes. There's really no right or wrong. It depends where you find your sweet spot. And this machine here, I cannot adjust it. That's just how it's set. And I'm basically trying to pull it exactly to my rear delt, to my shoulder height, not up to my chin or so, because I think the higher you go, you tend to get more. There are basically more than one ways to do this, and different people will tell you different stuff. Just do what you feel. I'm doing it more like a rowing movement instead of a stationary movement, and this is how I feel it sometimes, and I do not always do it this way. I try doing it like this way sometimes. I saw a pro doing this, and he was explaining doing this and squeezing it, and just imagine like you're doing a back double bicep on stage. And I find it's working sometimes, and I do not find it working always. So like I said, you've got to do what works for you. You can give these a try and see what I'm talking about, but I do not always feel it. I do it when I feel like doing it and when I'm feeling it. It's pretty much simple with almost every exercise. Moving on to some bent over dumbbell rows. Here again, I'm not doing it like a stationary movement. I'm doing it more like a row. So I feel it more like this, rather sometimes than if I'm doing it stationary, and sometimes I do it in between. I do these first, and sometimes I might just do the regular stationary raises like flies, but this here is more like a pull. It's more like a rowing movement. Alright, depending on how you place your elbows, if you're trying to hit more like the side or the upper part of the rear delts. And moving on to some traps, basically just standing regular traps, dumbbell, just squeezing at the top and trying to get as much reps in as possible. I try to go to failure most of the times with traps. I do not see no holding back really, and I just go for some heavier sets and a drop set, basically it. Then finishing up with some abs. This is how I usually do them. I think I've explained this in previous videos. I do it with my legs out, and sometimes I do them more like a knee ups, raising it to my chest, and then I do the side tilts for the obliques basically. That's how I've been doing it for a very long time. Then it was all about dinner, about 6 ounces of chicken usually, and half a cup of kidney beans, my cucumbers, ginger. That is how I've been doing it for a while during prep. And as the time go by, you will see how this changes up. Usually I prefer to cut things up. I kind of appreciate it more, and I like my cucumbers whole. feel it better like that, and I enjoy it better like that in my mouth. And also to take the time to appreciate, cut up the ginger and feel it whole, you appreciate the food more. At least for me, if you don't have the time, you can use a grater, yes, but I like doing it like this. You know, I used to do onions and garlic like this back in the day, and I only until the end of the prep I think I had done that. So that's basically the setup there, and it was actually a refeed, not forgetting my turmeric. So this was just the beginning. I went on to have some potatoes, some more cucumbers, about 8 ounces of potatoes, some boro mixed veg, and yeah, this was round 2. And finishing off with some nice oats. Make the whey protein like a paste. You've probably seen this before, and I enjoy that pretty much, yeah. And here is my physique. This is what I look like. I think this was the end of the night after all that eating, or maybe before. I'm not even entirely sure. You could see, I think this was afterwards, yeah, pretty much. Alright guys, that's a wrap. If you made it this far, please give the video a thumbs up. Also remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell button for notifications. Until my next video, peace and take care. Stay safe.